All right, here we are. Um, Today, I'm gonna play a demo. I'm working on this game, um, but I'm gonna start off by playing a demo that we got on IndieDEV.space, which I'll have to add to the channel description if anybody ever reads it. But IndieDEV.space is a new venture with Uncle Flip to try to bring some community back to the indie gaming development community, because I feel like a lot of the discords out there. Well, it started with Uncle Flip had a Discord with some really great people on it that great people, and he didn't know what to do with the Discord. It was for Arcade, which is this site like I don't know, it's like an arcade machine that I guess flopped or something happened, scandal. I don't know, something happened with it, but we still support that because you can side load. But there's that's in there. But it's just a way to take his Discord and then add some features that I think I like. I Why have an announcements channel? Who's gonna follow that? Nobody is gonna follow your announcements channel. So why not create a place where people can, or we can follow your announcements channel and create a hub of gamers who like who want to help small indie developers, people who don't work for big companies, maybe people who live in areas where there's no games industry, which is centered around Seattle, Vancouver area in the U.S. mainly. I mean, it's in Austin. There's other places, Boston as well, but in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, there's like two game companies, and over in Milwaukee, there's like, whatever. It's mainly tabletop over there. But so we're just sort of creating this space, and we actually ran into a Vancouver indie dev person. So we're not against those places. We're just saying this is an even playing field. Anyone, anywhere on the planet can make a game. And we're trying to help little people like me and you and, your mother, your brother, your friend down the street who have dreams, not just the Super Meat Boy megalomaniac, but and we're also encouraging people to pay full price, because that manifesto kind of died out, and I like to see it come back. So we're just trying to stand up for community, knowing each other, being friendly, and playing games and having fun, and making games and having fun, and like sharing your cool tools and software. So that's Indie Dev Space. But somebody signed up. I'm not sure where they came from, but they came from one of the places out there, and they have a game. It's the Majestic 14. He has a game called Space Survivors, and I was playing the demo, and it was like a little weird. Like there's some weird stuff about this game, so I'm gonna try to play the game now. And I'm sorry, I have a cat that is trapped, and not trapped, but she's locked away because she's attacking other cats, and she's crying. So if you hear a mewling in the background, there's no torture. It's just a very loud cat. But anyway, I'm going to play this game. It's called Space Survivors. It's really up my alley. I love space games, and I'm happy to play somebody's space game. I wish I could find some people to work on a space game together, because space games are huge, and the detail that you want is minute. And I have a lot of pieces, but I need more art, and I just need more energy than just myself to work on one. That's why I've switched to this RPG, because I feel like its scope is less. It's just tile based and combat and quests. It should be pretty easy, but a lot of the space games that I've made, you have the ship and then the interior. Anyway, I'm impressed by this game because it it has a lot of the features I want. I can see some of the graphics are good. Like I like the look a little bit flat for me, but I get it. it's a certain aesthetic, and that's fine. Uh, I'm just sharing my honest opinions. I don't mean I'm not trying to be insulting in any way. I know that these things take forever to work on, and I'm not trying to be a space game junkie where I'm like, sorry, there's that. I don't do that. I don't want to do that. Hopefully, I didn't just blow the speakers out with it. But anyway, I have been the butt of you know space game junkie was friendly at first, and then he just threw me under the bus. And it's hard to get curators to pay attention to you on Steam. You give away millions of free copies, and nobody gets back to you, even though they say they're curators. And it just is. I don't know. I feel like everybody's on an island, and that's why IndieDEV.space. At IndieDEV.space, we're gonna permit you to ask people to review your game honestly, okay? Because a lot of people are touchy about that, and you're not allowed to self promote on a lot of discords, and it seems like a lot of the indie game discords are like just for engines and not for the people who are using these engines. Sure, they're there to get help with, but if you make a game, they're like put it to show your work and it'll get lost. So we're trying to create something that's saying like, look, there's this person and they're making a game, and support them. Give them $5. Just it goes so far. If 100 people gave $5 to every indie gamer, uh, you know, we'd all be broke. But if that could happen, I mean, there's thousands, there's millions of gamers. I mean, help buy a crap game for $3 because it's just we work so hard on them and it takes hours and it looks like crap sometimes when it's in progress or whatever. But we're proud of our work, and we want it to be fun, and we've been dreaming of this. This is our dream job. It's our dream life. All right, let's get this game going. And hopefully it'll just work, or I'll have to make it not full screen. Let's see. So this game has. I'm just using this out the gate. I'm using the keyboard. All right. First of all, I want to say, and I don't have any of the audio. Maybe I should add the audio in, but you can probably hear it in the background. Yeah. All right. Beautiful menu system. I assume this is done in Unity or Godot. I think he said it was in Godot. So let's see here. Please note Space Survivors still in development. Demo's not final quality. Right. So I'm showing him a bug in a buggy thing. So I don't know. But this is what happened. I just came in here. I went to settings. I set some different things. WASD space and Q. Auto aim is Q. Well, all right. I don't know what physical. Why is this physical? As opposed to virtual? Would I be okay? Anyway, video. All right, master sync. Yeah, sure. We're just gonna turn the music off because I don't know. And gameplay. What do we got? Oh yeah. So okay. This is on now. It was off before. It came off. It's on now. I'm gonna turn it on again because. And it's weird that it says true. I assume that's some sort of debug thing. Let me hit X. All right, let me go to settings and make sure it says false. No, it doesn't say that. Well, of course, I think it said false there before. I'm not sure. All right, we're going to hit. Wait, no tutorial true. Well, whatever. Start. Okay, here we are. All right, now I don't remember, but I think I did this. I walked around a little. And I was like, what are these things? And I tried to click. That didn't do anything. And I was like, oh, E. Very hard to read this E. I would make it an E that's not as fat. The font could be better. All right. Other comments. If I run into something, that should do it. I'm making a game that's tile based, but you can't move between the tiles like you can here. But I'm making one that's like you hit it, you did it. It's like all you're gonna do is bring up this thing and then go back. Well, it should say stop. Well, whatever. Go back is fine. There's this black speck. Why is this dark? Doesn't make sense. This one's not dark. Is this the shadow for this? Is this in the wrong place? It looks like it might be. I'm not sure what we're looking at. And then there's some other stuff around here. Hacking panel. I didn't do anything here because I don't have the code. Fine. Classic Spaceballs reference. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so it's maybe yeah. Uh, Interesting. So 4 5 is definitely in it. Yeah. How about okay? So it's 9 8 7 6 5. No, 9 8. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to swear. My bad. 5. I do swear. I love swearing. 5 is definitely there, and then looks like 4, and we don't know what the last one is, but maybe it's 6. No. All right, we're almost there. 9 8. I like this, by the way. This is fun. I didn't do this last time. I was too. I wanted to shoot something last time. I hadn't played a game in a while. So we got all of them right except for the last one, which is close to 5. Maybe it's 4. No. Okay, let's try this again. 9 8 5 4 5. Okay. 9 8 5 3. Oh no. Okay. Dark blue text. What are you thinking? Needs to be brighter, and I like that it had a fade. The fade could be a like black. It could be white text with a black fade. But it's better to put it in a box that's at least semi-transparent. That's my opinion there. Okay. Okay. And then this is what is this? I don't know. Oh, okay. That's like a menu. I get it. So this is all one. I feel like this is on a it works on a tablet. I like that. If you couldn't hear it, it goes like blip 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 blip, like slightly different pitch, which is a feature that doesn't seem to be in Game Maker, which is kind of annoying because everything supports that. All right, so I should be able to hit E there, but that's how you get out. I don't know what this does. Let's see what this does. The ship is fast. Oh, so there's like the green one or the regular one. Oh, I don't have enough. I'm very close. Parts. Ooh. Yeah. It says all ships. Does that mean enemy ships? You need to say your ship or something there. All right. That's what confused me. All right. Yeah, okay. I'll just buy a bunch of that. Oh, not enough. What do we got here? Oh, I should have done that. All right, whatever. I'll do spend all the money because you only get to play for like one round anyway. All right, let's go back. I didn't do this last time. I shouldn't have done that. It was a better thing. I like that you've got these things on the floor. I'm not sure why they're not centered properly. This should be moved over. All right. Little issues. I'm sure they're fixed in the next version, which is way better, I'm sure. All right. So don't know why there's two ships, but let's just move on. So I just clicked Gray Destroyer last time, and that was it. So I'm just gonna do this. I might have hit Blue Nebula actually. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the Hellish Void, and then Okay, Gray Destroyer. All right, let's do it. All right, no pets. I don't have any pets. Well, I do have a pet back there, but all right, start mission. Okay, so space is dash. I don't remember. Okay, so it's WASD. So right off the bat, where is my mouse cursor? It's gone. By the way, my GPU just started. The fans started coming up, and now it's full blast. I have a 2080 RTX. I have dual RTX 2080s, but they're not Sly, so they're just two cards. So it's got an entire card if it wants it. I don't know if Godot knows to pick the secondary card, but that can sometimes be desirable. There might be some sort of an INI file thing you could do for that. So it's telling me I can hit space or E, uh, but E is Q matters, but E doesn't do anything in the game except for use things in the station. At least that's what I. So again, I'm doing the think aloud protocol here, where I'm just saying everything I think. I like the aesthetic. I can tell that you probably used the. Um, I know what shader you used. You used Pixel Planet shader to make this, and I actually do not as a developer, I do not recommend using the shader to make these asteroids for a couple of reasons. One, it requires you to use a very high intense shader to draw something that is ephemeral, and also they don't look that great, but they do fall in line with the kind of aesthetic. But you can tell that you've scaled this on a off-screen buffer. I can't point at it, unfortunately, because the mouse cursor isn't there. But these asteroids are made of the same shader as that planet up there, and so, but they're scaled, so the pixels are not the same size, and then you have a very high resolution background. I know that it's tempting to use these shaders, and I've used every single one of the shaders I've seen. But what I think you need to get better at, or you could do, is get everything to be the same size of pixel. And the way you do that is you have all this drawn to a small application surface. There's a way to do this right, where everything is the same pixel resolution. Even though you're implicitly drawing a pixelized shader, you still need to have everything drawn at the same pixel resolution. That being said, I mean, I can solve that problem in GameMaker. I don't know how to solve it in Godot. All right, I'm going to just. Now, it's telling me E space in the lower right, but it's saying hit enter or left click to start. I don't like that you've made my mouse cursor invisible. I can move it from my. I have multiple monitors, and I can move it onto the other monitors and see it, which is bad because that means that I might click off the window accidentally. In fact, let me see if that does that. I'm going to move the mouse to my right monitor. I can see my mouse. I'm clicking. Okay, it is in a box. Well, no, I can't select things on my desktop here. So I'm now clicked off this full screen window. It looks like it's a full screen window, not a true full screen. So I'm going to go back. I click in there now I've got this. Oh, and it disappeared, but I didn't hit Q. So I hit Q again, and I can't bring it back. Anyway, oh, there it is. Why was it there? And then it's actually better for me to just ram things. And this is how I did well before. I just kept ramming things. And then it was like, choose your upgrade. And now I have a cursor. Uh, I don't know. Whatever. I don't know why those things blew up after, but so this was sort of like an endless survival thing. I don't know what that is. What is that? Never seen that before. Okay, now I get another thing. I'll take a try secret turret. Sounds cool. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Now I like your particle system. That's pretty cool. My GPU is cranking. I do like that it's. I just you have this pixelized planet, and there's a way to draw that pixel planet at a higher resolution. So you should maybe just fix the pixel planet. All right. Instead of making everything. I mean, it's a smooth game. It's definitely got a lot going on. You've got obviously a world that is bigger than the screen. You've got pickups. Don't know why it can fly over the asteroids. I mean, why even have them? Maybe you have taken pictures of the shader. That would be smart. But why would you not then split them up and then make them objects that you could bump into? But I know that's all extra like add on. The resolution of some of this stuff again, the so I just want to say if I hit Q, that doesn't I don't understand. Like it doesn't make sense. And then okay, I was killed. And then I can click to station, right? Okay. Now I'm in the station and I was like, all right, this is different. Before I was in the station and it was like, that's it, thanks for the demo. So that didn't happen this time. But see the pixelation on this robot guy, which is obviously I guess it's you actually. You have tiny legs and stuff. I mean that's cool and all, but he should match the resolution of the barrel. But I mean he looks fine, but it's just like a little bit lower brow when you see that. All right, so we'll do the blue nebula. Maybe that was the reason. Okay, it looks exactly the same. Again, a lot of particles coming out of the butt of this thing. I like your shield. It's always hard to do shields. Uh, the particles they don't match the resolution either. of the crystal, or I just think there's a little bit of care you want to take making these things look right. Uh, and All right, so my shields are on zero, so I'm not getting. Was I getting hurt? I don't know. What's that thing at the bottom? What's the big? I see the 180, but what is? Also, it's like there's only one enemy. I mean, there's a lot of things that I think you've probably worked on that I can't see. See, this is horrible. And why didn't my shield ever come back? Yeah, I'll take that. I mean, why did my shield not come back? And the Q thing doesn't. Q, I guess, targets the nearest enemy. Not sure. Seems to be happening either way. Okay, I do see there is a separate ship type right there. I got to 64 kills before. I like your lightning. It's hard to do lightning. You should do a little bit of a line width thing there, but I get it. The performance is fine, although again, occasionally my GPU is cranking. All right, there's a shield energy or something. It was going up. No, okay, it's going up. All right. Ooh, I guess I'm getting shot, and that's causing my shield. I mean, this is great. I don't. It says I have 146 kills. That's better than I've ever done. I guess I'm just a little bit bored. I mean, I could do this forever, but fine. I mean, this is one of those, like, it looks like it has some depth, and it does. I know that it takes a long time to make like weapons. It's even harder to make a story behind the weapons, or to like it always becomes in these games the same story. You have to go to a planet and drop someone off, or you have to shoot a pirate, or you have to like deliver a letter, and then you get money, and then you different trade. That's what it all ends up being. And I guess that makes sense. But what is that? There's an asteroid or a comet or something. I want to kill that. Not sure about the comet. I think it got away from me. Well, there's one. I get it. I mean, I don't know. It's fine. It's cool. It's hard to do all this stuff. I mean, I've done a lot of the effects that are in this game. I've done them, and I'm sure if I worked with this guy and we actually listened to each other and worked together, we could make, like, I did a really cool beam. That's a great beam, but I did a really cool beam as well. That we could maybe leverage. I mean, it's just it's hard to do a beam. Beams are lines that have, instead of being like a single drawn sprite that's flying around, which is like that pulse laser or whatever you want to call it, the blaster, the phaser. The line stuff, you have to draw a line and then do a line collision thing to so I can just do this forever. Like, there's no end. I don't know how I'm getting money, but okay, I killed that guy. Oh, nope, nope, can't touch me. I wish I had finished a lot of the games that I started that were like this, but what happened was I kept. I was building the engine too, which really made it tight. The code was tight, but it's like a moving target for some reason, and I could not. I had to constantly be chasing Microsoft SDK changes. It was frustrating as all get out. Although a lot of that's gone away. I was building it during the time of 32-bit versus 64, and I don't know. I should probably revisit it, but we'll see. Yeah, so there's this stuff. I can't even target that. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't really understand the whole interaction with the asteroids and such. This does remind me of a game that I made. Oh, what's this? Oh, see, that's not cool. All right, so there's this I guess a boss here. Now I have again no like Q doesn't do anything, and I don't even. I mean, obviously there's a boss here. That was cool. I've used that effect before myself. I guess it's a tractor beam or something. That was weird. I don't know what did that. It's bizarre. I don't know how to kill this thing. Like 100% of my killing is going on. And these guys just like randomly appeared. Just gonna stand still. What difference does it make? It looks like he's dying faster than I'm dying, so I'll just pick up all these things and he's dying pretty quick and get this shield. Alright, he's down to 1200. Come on, man. Okay, I guess that keeps you near him. That's like a battlefield edge that appeared. That's fine. I need a shield upgrade or something. It does hurt me like that, and that's cheap. Alright, got that. Is he dead? Okay, he died or left. I can't tell. And then these jackasses are still around, so we're gonna kill them. Alright. Die. Alright, I'm just gonna whatever. I don't know how to go back to this. Wait, E. Whoa. What? Space. I think it's just figured something out there. It's pretty intense. The black hole device. I mean, that's cool, but all right. Well, the game is, for lack of a better word, too easy, but yet not satisfying. It's like I'm literally just driving the ship around and I have no skin in the game other than just avoidance. This is the avoidance game. If this is for mobile or like a tablet, I get it, but it's I don't know. This is I think there's a game here. I like to be aiming at them. Even with the mouse would be fun. And why that's on by default, I assume is people don't like challenges. I don't know why that is. Look at all this and all these drops. Like, why are they over here? I don't remember killing all these things. And if I did kill them, why did they die? And then, like, I have shield. Like, I could just ram them now. And that doesn't seem to hurt. I don't know. It's like, I guess I'll keep this going for as long as I think I could do this forever. And that's probably a bad sign that there's not enough progression. Maybe it's being nice because it's a demo. I mean, certainly you can say, "Oh, I played this for however long I played this," but that I get another gun. But how many guns can I have? It's, am I replacing the guns or what is happening? I don't even know. I see the four guns, and yeah, the background is too high resolution. It should be way lower resolution. You can do that again by getting a off-screen. Okay, fine. Wow. Let's go to the station and uh, I like that that thing appears. I mean, it's pretty. There's a lot of work here. I understand. Still no money. I killed all those guys. I didn't get any money. Can I hack this still? All right. What was it? It was like 9, 8, 4, 5. So, so they're in there, but we don't know what order they're in. Okay, so it's one. Then it's okay. Uh, oh, well, whatever. I did a lot better the first time. I think you know, I honestly, if I was not doing this for you, for them, when I play this game again, yeah, I'll yes, because I know the guy, and I think this has to do with the community aspect. Is that I'll revisit this because I'll remember this game, but I have 1,000 games, or I like 2,000 games. Like, what game am I going to play today? Well, the answer is none. I'm going to work on my own game, but would I come back to this? Yeah, maybe. Am I? I was really excited about a game I bought and I didn't even play it. It's called. Let's see. So this is not a plug. This is just me telling you what I bought, but it was Galaxyland. I think I bought that game recently, and it's pretty great. It looks good. Where is it? How do I install it? Oh, Beyond Galaxyland. Yeah, should just call it Galaxyland. I don't know why you would have two names. Looks great. Haven't played it yet. Uh, got a 9 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10. Looks cool. I just it may not even be. Uh, Supports my Xbox controller. I mean, this game looks awesome. This is I don't know how they yeah, basketball. They really hired the guy who sounds like the movie guy. Yeah. And it's great to see it. The music is good. It looks beautiful. Now, one thing I'll note is that all the pixels are the same size. I think. Maybe not. Maybe that doesn't matter anymore. To me, it looks weird, but they do look. It looks to be. I don't know. People are really bending it now. It doesn't really matter as much as it used to, but that looks. I don't know what I'm looking at either. This is an edited video. All right. Well, looks cool. I mean, let's freeze a frame. Okay, so yeah, it is doing. It's just like using pixel art drawings. But you see, within that, they're all about the same size. I don't know. I have a problem with it because I know that that's not how it worked, and it's always to me been like, ugh, like it's not like Terraria where everything is in the same pixel resolution. Or Noita is another example. All right, that's it for today's stream. I think this was good. We did different things today. Actually, that's not true. I might as well get into editing my game now because that's what I was gonna do today. Um, so I'm actually gonna stop the stream, send the link, start it up again, work on my game. Problem is that I can't. I guess I'll just instead of that, I'm just gonna show you what I've been working on, and then I'm gonna go work on it because I can't play music, and I love to play music in the background And also, there's really nobody other than, I guess I have one person on my stream, but it's probably a bot. I don't know. If you are a person and you're listening to me, please just write a message and say hello. But I think you're probably Stream Elements bot. Anyway, I have my nose gets stuffed. Yeah. Okay, so I have decided that the world, and let me bring the editor over from the other monitor. Oh, there is no editor running. Yeah, there's no editor running. Well, I have a new. Ooh, wait. I think I saved it. I don't know. Oh, I hope I saved it. Did I? Sure. See, did I? All right. Well, saving it. I think I saved. Let's find. Okay, can I hit play? Sometimes I get confused. All right, so I'm adding a railway. So the way that you have to do a post-apocalyptic game is first you make things that look right, and then you break them and burn them and spray paint them. And so this is the working passenger train, but it's not going to move. So I don't have to worry too much about anything. And I've thought about saving some time and not doing cars that sit on a curve because I need to do a 45-degree angle two directions for that. But I might just to use it. Do I want to open this? Please work. I lost all of my work last week because I. Oh goodness, what happened? Something went wrong. Let's look real quick at that. But I'm sure I have a backup because I now it backs up every time I save, and there's no question. So world.bson is the right size. Is error zero. Data. Oh, map is load map is not doing it. I thought I did this already though. Why is this different? I'm nervous about game makers sometimes. Another thing is, so it's okay that I lost the last. Got an idea. It was sort of like a rough draft map, although I had done a lot of manual editing. So we want to return. Can't do that with new var results equals if O equals if result dot error equals based on read success, return result dot data. Otherwise, return new map and then show error. All right, so what I did there is I just fixed that. All right, so let's start it over. But let's move on. Um, confused. What was I talking about? So I have a thing that takes like a mask and uses it to draw only part of a tile so that you can do corners and edges and rivers and roads. And something was wrong where it just wasn't displaying right, but I was dealing with it. I was like, whatever, I don't care. I thought it was working, but it wasn't, is my point. And then I realized that it was more than just this small error. Uh, and when I did that, or when I realized that was fixed yesterday, I worked on that yesterday. It looks a lot better. So this is to do the edges of like the beach and stuff like that. Yeah, sure. And I also probably should. All right. Yeah, it worked. It saved it and stuff. So what I'm saying is, you see how this is like a smooth line versus this jagged line. So this is the mainland, or will be, and I've already gone through like a lot of it and made what it's going to look like, and I've done the entire outer curve. You have to kind of do that manually. So I had done all of that before, but here is an example. You can't see it because my head's in the way, but there's a here. I'll move this over. Uh, Maybe I can zoom in. I'll magnify in. Dang, I'm sorry. You couldn't hear me that whole time. I'm sorry. What I was saying was is that even though I lost, I don't remember where we started, but it's still here. This is the area I was working on. I have to manually add these edges, and it's okay. I don't need to make the more advanced tool that will know about each and every one of these types. I have done that before, and I love that, but it's just a lot of work for something that saves you a little bit of time. And it if you don't keep coming back to the like, there's like when you're working on a game and it's just you and you're making the graphics and doing the sound and making the animations and drawing the tiles and writing the code and generating whatever, first of all, anything that can save you time is great, but it's like, what am I doing today? I'm going to work on the game. Well, here's the game, right? Here's advancement on the game, and then outside of it, there's another like layer, like a circle of like abstraction where you're like, oh, I have to work on the tile set. So now you're not working on the game, you're working on the tiles for the game. And then you're like, oh, I need to change something in an editor. So now I'm working on an editor to get back to the tiles to get back to the game. And then, oh, I'm working on the tile selection widget and I'm making a magic wand tool to automatically select and smooth edges from tile sets. Now I have to make tile sets. I have to make that logic. Now I'm off and I'm making an editor. And you're always going from game to editor, game to editor, game to editor. And when you start off, you have to go game and then editor. And it's like two big starts. And then you're like, okay, game, editor. And you start moving apart. But they're moving in tandem towards the same goal. But if the goal is up there. So here, I'll just go back to me because it doesn't matter what you're seeing on the screen. But as you're and then so you're moving apart now. You're making a really complex game and a really complex editor, and then the game immediately gets thrown under the bus. Not under the bus, but it gets thrown to the side, and you're working on the editor, making the editor, and then I'm working on the tile set, and now I'm working on the and and you need to keep coming. The game is like, I added leveling, I added the beginning, I added the credit screen. Like these are major like tasks. Like that's even a subset because that's like panels. But like there's like 100 of these, and you have to do all of them. And then when it comes and the creative parts happen, but in between the creative parts, there's a lot of chore. And once you get your editor solidified, and then you've got your game pretty much done. Now you start making the content, and you got to build the content up. And sometimes that causes you to go back to the editor and back to the game and back to the editor again. But it's smaller circles. So it's like, okay, we're getting this done. We're getting this done. We're getting this done. We got all the content. We're adding content. We're adding 15 levels. Now we got levels. Now we got, all these things that you can do. And you can do that. And all the skills and the level progression. And now I can test. And now I'm testing and adding and testing and adding. Okay, I don't even have to test now. I just need to add and use these blocks. And this will be the same as that. And yeah, great. Just a little bit to that number. And then I'll mean this. And then you've got it really solid. And then you're done. But it's not at that point, right? It's in the beginning where it's like, so if I spend time making a magic wand tool, it'll be great, but it'll take 2 weeks and it's not worth doing. It won't take it'll even take just 2 days, but I don't want to do this. I want to get back to making this map. I felt really good about finishing the map generally first pass last week. And then I was like, the whole weekend was spent building like the time I had was used up making BSON GML to cover up the fact that my map was overwritten by a zero size file. And now it'll save backups of every single version that I save, and I can delete them when I want to. So it's much safer to use it now, but it was tough before. And this editor will eventually become the modding tool, but that's after launch. We're gonna do modding after launch, and I want to keep adding. I just have to get to a certain point where I can make a demo, and then you know I have to make the demo, and the demo is going to require a map, and it's going to require like all the main panels, and it'll be smaller, and there'll only be one quest or two maybe, but it'll be the beginning, and it'll be free, and then we'll build up the full game while people are wishlisting it, hopefully, because I'm trying it differently this time. I'm trying to do it iteratively. There's no real set end date. I'm not in a hurry. I do want to get it into the turn based festival, maybe the roguelike festival as well. I don't know if I can do that or not, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna get going. Or back to what I was saying. I'm working on the trains. Yeah, so I'm adding railway. I worked a little bit adding like this is like gonna be overlays that sit on the roads, so it's like destroyed cars, like in every post-apocalyptic movie you've ever seen. And we're just you know we're pushing it along. I've got a lot of items in there, but not all. There's a lot of content that's going to have to come later. More, but once I have more tiles, I'll finish the overworld and then uh, make all the entrances to things, and then I'll have to make all the entrances and all the extrapolates, which is a group of maps I'm calling the extrapolate maps. And these are ones that's like, oh, you're on a swamp tile, then you're going to pick the swamp extrapolation maps. Or oh, you're when you get a random encounter for combat, just like in Ultima, because this is based on Ultima 4, Ultima 5. So it's only got the depth of that. It doesn't have the 3D dungeons. It'll have more top down dungeon, but yeah. All right. Thanks a lot for listening, and I hope that you'll enjoy the show. Please go to IndieDEV.space. It's a website, and if you're an indie developer, come there. And I'm going to post this to YouTube as well. And, come to lostastronaut.com. Alrighty. Take care. Have a great day.